Did you know the Philippines has given the world life-changing inventions many don't even realize came from Filipinos? From saving newborn lives to lighting villages with salt water and fighting deadly diseases, Filipino creativity has quietly shaped the modern world. These aren't small contributions. They're practical, brilliant, and born from necessity, proving solutions don't have to be expensive to change lives. Today we reveal 10 more Filipino innovations the world can't live without, and some may surprise you. 1. Medical bamboo incubator. Premature babies need incubators to survive, but in many rural hospitals, modern incubators are simply unaffordable, costing thousands of dollars each. For years, countless babies never got the chance to live because their families and hospitals lacked resources. Filipino innovators refused to accept this reality. They created the bamboo incubator, a life-saving device made from bamboo and other local materials. Despite its simple design, it provides the warmth and controlled environment that fragile newborns need. This invention is not just about technology, it's about compassion turned into innovation. It bridges the gap between advanced healthcare and communities that have long been left behind. Today, the bamboo incubator is being tested and studied for wider use across developing nations. For families who once had no hope, this Filipino invention is literally the difference between life and death. 2. Salt lamp, sustainable alternative lighting. In remote villages without electricity, families often relied on kerosene lamps. But these lamps are dangerous, costly, and release toxic smoke. Enter engineer Isa Mijeno. She created the salt lamp, a sustainable alternative lighting solution powered by something available everywhere: salt water. With just 1 glass of water and 2 tablespoons of salt, the lamp can run for up to 8 hours. It's safe, eco-friendly, and even has the ability to charge small devices like mobile phones. The salt lamp caught global attention, with world leaders like Barack Obama and Jack Ma praising its brilliance. But more importantly, it has brought light to communities where darkness once meant danger and limitation. This is Filipino ingenuity at its finest, turning something simple into something that changes lives. 3. Mosquito oil trap. Mosquitoes are among the deadliest creatures on Earth, spreading diseases like dengue, malaria, and Zika. In the Philippines, dengue has long been a public health crisis. Instead of relying only on chemical sprays, Filipino scientists developed the OL trap, ovicidal larvicidal trap. This simple but clever invention attracts female mosquitoes to lay their eggs inside. But here's the trick. The trap kills the eggs and larvae before they can hatch, breaking the mosquito life cycle. The OL trap is cheap, safe, and doesn't harm the environment. In many communities across the Philippines, it has already reduced dengue cases. Other countries are now studying it as a model for mosquito control. Sometimes the best innovations are not flashy. They are smart, targeted, and effective. The OL trap proves exactly that. 4. E-jeepney, electric jeepney. The jeepney is one of the most iconic symbols of the Philippines. But while it represents Filipino culture and resilience, traditional jeepneys have also contributed to air pollution and traffic problems. The solution? The e-jeepney, a fully electric, zero-emission upgrade that keeps the cultural identity of the jeepney alive while helping fight climate change. The e-jeepney is cheaper to maintain, produces no harmful smoke, and runs more quietly than traditional vehicles. Cities like Makati and Cebu have already adopted them, making the e-jeepney not just a dream, but a reality. This invention shows how tradition and innovation can work together. The jeepney, once seen as outdated, is now evolving into a vehicle for the future, leading the way toward cleaner, sustainable public transport in Asia. 5. RxBox, telehealth kit. For families in rural areas far from hospitals, medical help is often out of reach. Emergencies become tragedies simply because professional care is too far away. The RxBox was created to change that. Developed by Filipino researchers, this telehealth device monitors vital signs like blood pressure, oxygen levels, heart activity, and even fetal heartbeat. These readings can then be transmitted to doctors miles away. During natural disasters, and especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, the RxBox became a lifeline. It brought medical care to communities cut off from hospitals, helping doctors reach patients who otherwise would have been left without treatment. The RxBox represents the future of healthcare, accessible, mobile, and life-saving. And it was born from the vision of Filipinos who wanted to make sure no one is too far to receive care. 6. IBUS system traffic in Metro Manila is infamous around the world. Commuters spend hours stuck in congestion, productivity is lost, and stress levels skyrocket. To address this daily nightmare, Filipino engineers came up with the IBUS system. By fitting buses with GPS trackers, the system allowed commuters to see real-time arrival schedules on LED screens and mobile apps. For people who once waited endlessly without knowing if a bus would even come, this was revolutionary. It wasn't just about convenience. It was about restoring control and dignity to millions of commuters. With more predictability, less waiting, and reduced stress, the iBus system proved how Filipino innovation can transform even the most chaotic situations into something more manageable. 7. Diwata 1 microsatellite. In 2016, history was made when the Philippines proudly launched its first homegrown satellite, Diwata 1. For a country often seen as dependent on foreign technology, this was a massive leap forward. Built by Filipino scientists and engineers, Diwata 1 could monitor weather patterns, track agricultural health, and observe disasters like typhoons, floods, and volcanic eruptions. In a disaster-prone nation, this data wasn't just useful, it was life-saving. For the first time, the Philippines didn't have to rely solely on foreign satellites for critical information. Diwata 1, followed by Diwata 2 and the Maya satellites, marked the Philippines' bold entry into the global space community. It wasn't just science, it was a symbol of pride and progress. Filipinos could now look to the sky and say, "That's ours." 8. Pedal-powered water irrigator. For countless farmers in the Philippines, irrigation is the difference between a good harvest and hunger. Yet in many rural areas, expensive fuel-powered pumps or electric irrigation systems are simply out of reach. That's where the pedal-powered water irrigator comes in. Designed like a bicycle, it allows farmers to pump water by pedaling. No fuel, no electricity, just human effort turned into life-giving water. The impact has been transformative. With this simple, low-cost invention, farming communities can irrigate their crops, increase yields, and boost food supply. It's sustainable, affordable, and easy to maintain. A perfect solution designed for those who need it most. This invention proves that innovation doesn't always mean cutting-edge technology. Sometimes the smartest ideas are the simplest ones. 9. Solar-powered virtual fence. In the farmlands of Mindanao, farmers faced a frustrating challenge: livestock wandering into roads and neighboring fields. Traditional fencing was costly, labor-intensive, and sometimes harmful to animals. Filipino engineers introduced the solar-powered virtual fence, an ingenious solution powered by solar energy. Using GPS and radio signals, it keeps cattle safely within designated zones, no physical barriers required. The result? Farmers protect their income, animals stay safe, and accidents are reduced. It's humane, eco-friendly, and a brilliant example of how local problems can inspire world-class solutions. 10. iNano car, prototype. Perhaps one of the boldest Filipino innovations yet is the iNano car. Still in the prototype stage, it's designed using nanotechnology to be lightweight, durable, and incredibly fuel-efficient. The iNano car isn't just about creating another vehicle, it's about ambition. It represents the dream of Filipinos to one day compete in the global automotive industry, standing shoulder to shoulder with brands from Japan, Germany, and the United States. While the iNano is still experimental, it proves that the Filipino vision doesn't stop at local solutions. It looks to the future, aiming for breakthroughs on a global scale. Conclusion. From bamboo incubators saving newborns to microsatellites orbiting Earth, Filipino innovations show one undeniable truth. The Philippines is not just a nation of survivors, it is a nation of creators and dreamers. These inventions may not always make the headlines, but they light homes, save lives, protect communities, feed families, and even reach space. They are proof that Filipino ingenuity can solve real problems not just locally, but globally. So, which of these Filipino innovations amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories about the hidden power of the Philippines.